right. But for stories like that, I've been trying to rethink my career. I'm like, what could I do as a nurse that would be prestigious? I could brag on my friends about. So I did some research, and I found out that you can be the president's personal nurse. There's something called the White House Medical Unit, and you take care of him and his family. And at first, I was like all on board for this, and then I realized, I don't know if this is for me. Most presidents are like 60 to 70 years old, and I've worked at a retirement home, and it sucks. And I guarantee it's the equivalent of that. Like, just think about Joe Biden. Like, as a medical person, I know he has Alzheimer's. Like, it's obvious. And I can't imagine, like, a day with him just like, Joe, so the State of the Union's in 5 minutes. Joe, why do we have our clothes off right now in the middle of the office? Joe, come over. I gotta dress you again. Joe, don't you push that red button. Joe, that is not the red button at the Chuck E. Cheese game. That's the nuclear button. Like, that will kill everyone. Joe, what the heck is this? Oh my gosh, Joe, you pooped in the Oval Office. Like, what? It would just be a mess every day. Every day. I mean, some presidents weren't, like, old. I mean, JFK was one of our youngest presidents, but he was attractive, in good shape. I think I'd be dealing with a whole new issue with him, with STDs, almost monthly. I mean, there was a theory that he was with Marilyn Monroe, and she was a whore. Like we all know. I'd just be like, hey man, you gotta take your antibiotics, okay? What do you mean you don't believe that you have gonorrhea again? You went out with Marilyn like 2 weeks ago, and now your penis is dripping freaking green froth. It's very obvious. I'm sure the hardest day of being his nurse, though, was the day, like that day when he got shot. Just like imagine his wife staying there covered in his brains. The vice president's like, hey man, I know you're supposed to save him, but I need a promotion. Can you you just don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Half his head was missing. She's like, Jackie, you got that piece of head still that you grabbed? You want to slap it on like a jigsaw puzzle and I grab a few Band-Aids? Sometimes I think back to like when Trump was almost assassinated, and the Democrats were like, they made it all up and they purposely just shot him in the ear to make him look like a hero to win. And I was like, maybe they have a point. Maybe all the previous ones were just failed. It's like, Secret Service was like, hey Oswald, he's gonna come around the corner in about 2 minutes. Hit him in the ear, we have an election won. He's like, got it. 2 minutes later, it's like, boom! Oswald, you son of a bitch, you freaking killed him! We told you to freaking hit him in the hair, not freaking give him a whole new freaking haircut. I don't know, it's just a theory. But apparently, I was reading up on the White House Medical Unit, and they had a scandal back when Obama came in. They didn't know what to do. Apparently, him being the first black president, they had no previous documentation of how to take care of a black man. And I just imagined like that situation where I was like, what? He's black? We have nothing. And of course, we're also taking care of the first trans first lady, so that's gonna be hard. And there was like one smart nurse in the back that was just like, guys, I think we just follow the Constitution. And we treat all men as equal. So let's just treat him like a white man and hope for the best, okay? Obviously it worked though, he's still here. But the White House Medical Unit had another scandal about a president was stealing drugs that they were unaware of. And they finally caught it, and like if you scroll down the article, it would tell you the answer, and I immediately knew who it was before I even scrolled down. It was Bill Clinton, and he was stealing Viagra. Obviously he didn't want us finding out, but of course he needed it. Like there was a 28-year age gap between him and Monica Lewinsky, and for her to want to keep the dress with the stains still on it means he needed some help, but he was doing his job.